I'm sure you, if you are someone living in 2024, I'm sure you can agree with me that people are being getting a little bit more. I'm not gonna say stupid, because I feel like that's too much, but they're happy being a little bit ignorant about things, and we can. Everything really became. Well, we've seen the idiocracy effect coming really strong in the past 2020 forward, but everything got more worse or even worse during COVID, when we saw a global pandemic and everyone denying using masks to prevent themselves, telling that vaccines were a hoax, that they give you autism or whatever. We already have seen that happening, right? I mean, I think we can all agree. So why does it keeps surprising me, the shit that keeps happening in 2024? I mean, we had the healthcare insurance assassinated, and I am happy. Well, that's a very harsh word. I'm okay with that happening because if you can clearly see, his insurance company was the highest with the deny rate. So you know what? Eat the rich. That's all I say. But also, I don't want to deviate too much from what I'm trying to talk, which is the healthcare in general. We have 2024, and we have, at least in the US, I'm not from the US, but I catch some news here and there because my country tends to import a lot of your ideas, with the worst ones at least, to here. So, it's always good to keep on the loop. But anyway, we have that the polio vaccine is gonna be taken out, or is gonna be banned from the US or something like that. A vaccine that has been saving lives for so many years already is just gonna be taken out of the market because vaccines give you bad things, and then they don't really protect you of what they are trying to protect you from, if whatever it is the argument that they're trying to use. Also, I seen not so long ago about the guy that killed two people because he has a slapping treatment for his as a medicine. Yes, you got that headache? Give it a good slap. Your broken leg? You know it. You know what to do. Start slapping it. Two people died because of that. Here in Brazil, during COVID, we had vaccines. Vaccines actually were not delivered on time because the government that was under the influence of a very right-wing people, not to call anything or anything, not to get political, but you know it. They thought it was not necessary, and they were prescribing a different medicine that had nothing to do with what needed to be treated. Some actually said that they needed to put ozone in their asses for it to work. So yeah, going to great lengths to not take a vaccine. And then, of course, I saw the other day, which is not necessarily that much of a big deal of the healthcare, but kind of shows of where people are getting their information sometimes. But also, people lie on the internet. This girl could be lying. But the carnivore girl, that she says that she changed her whole diet for just steaks and meat because she saw someone on YouTube say that since they became a carnivore, their allergies and asthma and whatever got fixed. Yeah. So that's the reason she's only eating meat now. I can't even begin to think how bad this shits might be. But that's a little bit too much information on that part. I don't want to know about that. Of course, what I want to talk about is something that happened here in Brazil, where someone that is a researcher, they called out someone else about a video that they made that is a medical video. I'll get into details in a moment, but the gist of it, she's getting sued by the video maker for slander. And you might be thinking, oh, maybe she, said that his medicine is not the right kind, or maybe the thing that he's trying to sell to you is bullshit, it doesn't work, or perhaps it's flawed, based on research. But no, What he was trying to sell to people as a medicine. It was a medicine for diabetes. I'm not in any way a medical professional, but if you know a little bit of medicine, you know that diabetes is treated with insulin. If you live in the US, you know that you have to pay huge bucks. Oh, well, actually, not anymore, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't live there. But, you know, you need insulin to live because there is a whole thing about your body not being able to absorb sugar. And in case your tea smells sweet, yes, buddy, you need to go to the doctor. That's the only things that I know, kinda. But either way, I don't want to get into specifics because she is being sued by the guy that was trying to sell deworming pills as a way to treat diabetes. She made a video explaining, as if she was explaining to 5-year-olds, why deworming pills do not work to treat diabetes. And he is suing her because, I guess in the fantasy world that he lives in, that is slander. And of course, just to top it off, the guy that is selling this medical cure, which is not, he's not even a medical professional. He is a coach. And I use coach to address him because it's the most derogatory term I can come up with. It's strange times all around. Everything is kind of being thrown out the window. Polio vaccines, we don't need that, you know? We treated that shit years ago. It's clearly not necessary anymore. Insulin for diabetes? Pfft, nah. Just deworming pills. You're not gonna be losing your fingers because of that, you know? At least we haven't had any other COVID anymore. Right?
So far.
If you watched this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, please subscribe, and watch me play games and not talk about this stuff that is weird, that needs addressing sometimes. And I'll see you all another time.